The Queensbury real estate market is hot right now. We're going to go over the numbers because if you're looking to buy or sell in Queensbury, especially in 2026, as this market is starting to heat up, you're going to want to know what the value of that property is so you're getting the best deal for yourself. Don't get bamboozled here. So we're going to move on here. I'm going to cover this the Queensbury, New York housing market report. Now, my name is Chris McMahon. I'm a local real estate agent here in the capital region in the Queensbury area. So I cover this whole area surrounding and everything like that. So I'm going to cover this for you right now. Let's dive right in. I'm going to shrink this down so you can get a good look at these numbers here. But we're going to dive right into these numbers. We're going to take a look at what's going on here. So where do we stand today? Here's the market snapshot of where we stand today, okay? It's still a seller's market in Queensbury, as it generally is really all over here in the capital region. But the balance is shifting a little bit here. What do we got? The absorption rate is less than a month and a half. Active listings are 31 right now. We had 13 closed sales in the month of March. We had 18 properties go under pending. Okay. Now the pending is down 10%. The closings are down 23%. But inventory did rise up. So that's a good sign for buyers. Okay. So you got some more options out there than you had in the past. We're seeing. And we'll probably see if inventory continues to rise. Hopefully that absorption rate is going to go up a little bit so we get more of a balanced market is what we're really looking for. We got, okay. Boom. So price, tail of two numbers here, okay? So the medium sales price is just under 300,000. There we see that's down almost 11% from March of 2025. Medium list price, these are from among the active ones, okay, is 580,000. So quite a big difference what we got up there. That's up 16.2% from 499 last year. Sellers are entering the market with aggressive expectations. So, okay, keep that in mind when you're selling for our sellers out there. The average sales price is 313,000, so a little bit higher than that medium right there, but that's down as well. So we're seeing some shifts of things coming down, okay? When the average list price from the active ones right here is at 788,000, which is up 22 year over year from this time last year. So we're seeing some difference here, okay? There's a widening gap here between sellers' expectations and buyers' reality, okay? Days on the market. The medium days right now is 23. The average days is 70. Okay, so there's kind of a big difference right there. So year-to-date average is 38 days, so a little over about 5 weeks, a month plus a week as we got right there. So this is up 9.9.5%. The medium number is up 9.5%. So the days on the market is seem to be going, so properties seem to be holding a little bit longer here than we saw a year ago is the bottom line that we got on that. So list to sales or sales to list price ratio, okay, they're at 96.4%. So they're getting a little bit less than what we got last year at this time. Or what the properties are going for. 90% for the sale to original list. Okay, so that means we're seeing price drops right there. So prices are getting out there. So it's very, very important when you're listing home. I know everybody wants to get topped out or anything, but it's actually very important to make sure you're pricing your property accordingly. You don't want it to sit on the market too long because then you start to get price drops and then buyers will start to trickle in and come into it, but that gives them negotiating power. So you want to make sure you price it properly the first time when we're doing it, okay? Peak market for that was in July 2025, so not even quite a year ago. What they were getting 104.5, so we're getting 4.5% higher than what they were listing it for. Right now, we're at about 3.5% lower than what people are listing for. So we're seeing a difference in that right now. Like I said, it's very important that you are pricing it properly. If you want to know what you can get for your home on the market today, reach out to me. Be more than happy to do an evaluation of the property, let you know what you can get if you put it on the market, give you an idea, and also give you some ideas of things you can do, low cost, cheap ideas to increase the value or get your home sold fast for top dollar. New listings in inventory. What's this trend that we're seeing right here? New listings are down almost 20% to 21. Okay, they were 26 this time last year. Active listings are up. So the new listings have come down, but the active listings are up. That's kind of saying a little bit with less new listings coming on there, but more active listings. How does that work? Some of these properties aren't selling is what it is. So they're sitting there a little bit longer. So it's up almost 35% to 31. How many of those are above 500 and maybe that luxury range right now? Almost 68% of those are above 500. So that's kind of dominating the market. 21 of the 31 listings out there right now, 2/3 are above 500, and that's up 90% from last year. So some of the values of these properties seem to be going up as well. Year to date, new listings, we had 59, which is also up from 2025's numbers. So the price range breakdown, where the action is. So where's the action? We had 3 sold last month in that 250 to 300 range. In that 300 to 400 range, we had another 3 sold, and above 500, we had 1 sold for the kind of our 7 total. Okay, all of those, the 300 and the 500 range are down from last year. That 500 plus is that luxury segment that we were just referencing right there. But that 250 to 300 range is actually up from what we got. So the affordable sweet spot, okay, the bulk of the buying is concentrated in that 400,000 range, okay, which aligns with the mortgage thresholds that we have out there. Year-over-year comparison, as we can see right here, March 26 to March 2025. The median sales price has decreased, okay? The average sales price has decreased. The median list price for actives has gone up 16%, okay? Active listings has increased about 8 from last year at this time. New listings have dropped, and we talked about that already. So some of these properties are sitting on the market a little bit longer, and days on the market are definitely sitting there for a little over 3 weeks right now. But the absorption has actually increased because this time last year is 1.13%. Now we're 1.42. Mortgage rates. Let's talk about mortgage rates because at this time last month, mortgage rates had just come down below that 6%, just barely. We're in the high 5.9s, but due to some economic situations and things across the world, that has kind of pushed those rates to go back up again. We peaked at about, we got it right here. We had about 6.66. It was the highest number I saw. So a year ago, 6.67. So kind of peaked where it went back where it was a year ago, but it has since started to drop back down. Okay, so we were below 6, kind of had a little spike that came up. Now it's driving. So even this time last year, we're 0.2% lower than we were. And the trend is still expected to continue to see those mortgage rates come down as we continue on through 2026. We haven't changed that a little bit. It was a little blip that kind of caused it to go up. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit in that area, but we are starting to see it kind of trickle down in that area as well. So the Adirondack region, let's take a look at this right here. The median price range is 390,000. Days on market is 51 days, and the supply is 2.2 months. So that's just the region as a whole. So what are the key takeaways that we got for this? Okay, first off, sellers. All right. Price realistically. We talked about this. It's very, very important that you're pricing it properly. You're not overpricing it. You also want to get your value for it, so you don't want to underprice it too. So make sure you're pricing it properly right there. That 500 plus range, that is where the hottest things are going on right now. Okay. There's basically, or that's bargain is cool, I should say, because there's only one on there right now. So if you got a home that is in that 500 plus range, you've actually got some ability here because there isn't a lot of competition for it. So maybe something you want to take a look at if you're at all curious about popping your house on the market and kind of feeling that out a little bit. So inventory is rising now. So hopefully that trend continues. And I think it is going to continue. Traditionally, it does. April, when it really starts to warm up a little bit, you start to see more houses popping on the market. I see no reason why that's not going to happen again this year. It's pretty much a standard. So we will see those inventory rises. Now for buyers, you do have some more negotiating power. That has come back to you here a little bit. So keep that in mind. Your sellers are willing to get more concessions, stuff like that. You'll be able to get a little bit more for it. That 250 to 400 range is that competitive market right there where a lot of people are coming in. So if you're going to be there, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you're pre-approved. Make sure you have you're getting property alerts from your real estate agent. I'm always setting my clients up with property alerts so they're getting things before it's hitting Zillow and all those other sites, realtor.com. It's coming and hitting you in your inbox so you're the first person to see it. Make sure you are shopping around the rates and you're getting the best rates, okay? So put a plan together, starting with getting pre-approved, shopping around for the best rates, getting notifications, knowing what you're really looking for, the area where you're looking for, your needs, wants, like nice to have type of thing. So when you're walking into properties in a competitive market, that you know that this is when you're checking off most of those boxes, and you know this house is what you really should be putting offers in there. So have all of that stuff in a row and ready to go. So my name is Chris McMahon. Like I said, a local real estate agent here in the Queensbury area. So if you got any questions, anything like that, my contact information below. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer real estate questions, help you put together a plan if you're buying, help you get your house out on the market, let you know what you can get on the market, and give you some ideas of what you can do to get top dollar for it if you are a seller there. So reach out, also subscribe to the channel. I do this video every month, so you can get included in the next video, and make sure you keep it on top of everything that's going on and all the new stuff, information that's coming out of Queensbury. We'll see you guys on the next video.